Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Everybody come on to hear how I failed. It was a big one. Big couple. Oh, bad day. Bad day. Oh, so sleepy. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. My dog's about to drive Michael up a wall. Good morning, everyone. Morning, Phil. Tippy. 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 My neighbor just came on. Her dog's name was Tippy when we were growing up. Tippy. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Coffee Talk. I am your host, Mary Lou Retton, and I am so happy to be here with you all this morning on this fine Tuesday, 2nd day of July. Okay? June's over. July in. Hi, Abs. I love how everyone's like, I love your positivity. Okay, well, just get ready to hear how I failed yesterday. Hey, Ash. All right, so guys, I need to tell you something. I literally failed yesterday. And when I say failed, I mean failed. Okay, first and foremost, let me preface this coffee talk with, I don't spank my children. Just a choice I make. My mother used to beat the snot out of me for the most ridiculous things. In the 80s, whooping your kid's ass was the thing to do, you know? And so my mom was really good at whooping my ass. And so I always said, I'm not going to be the mom that does that, because I didn't like that. I think when you're young, when you see things, you either become what you see or you become the opposite. My mom drank a lot of wine. I hate wine because it's like a reminder of that smell. I don't know. I don't like it. So I don't drink wine. I just don't like wine. Sometimes I drink it, but I don't like it. My mother used to whoop my ass, belts, shoes, dustbusters, her hand. I try really hard never to spank my kids. That's just me. That's my choice. So let me tell you about how my day went yesterday. The babysitter gets here at 8 o'clock. I'm running late. Trying to get the dog's leash on. And I go downstairs to the garage. Michael and I are talking. The kids are fighting upstairs. I put the dog in the back of the truck, shut the thing. Now the kids are screaming. Okay, so now we're not fighting anymore. Now we're screaming like lunatics. So I'm like, what is going on? So he's like, Michael was like, I'll go see. I'm like, no, you go, I'll deal with it. He's like, okay. So I come up the basement stairs. They're screaming, screaming, screaming. Come into the house, come around into the living room to see Max going to hit Olivia. Now, in my house, you cannot hit. Okay? So I react. And I go, Max, no. And I went like that. And I hit Max in the side of his face. And he was like, and I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Max, I'm so sorry. And he ran up the stairs into his room. So I start crying. He starts crying. Olivia's like, he deserved it. I'm like, shut up. So I run upstairs after him, and I go in his room, and I'm like, Max, I'm so sorry. What a terrible lesson. I tell you we're not supposed to hit, and then I catch you hitting, and I hit you on accident. Like, I reacted because I didn't want you to hit like, it all happened so fast. So he's crying, I'm crying. I apologize to him. He forgives me because he's literally the most delicious child in the world. He forgives me. We hug. We have a moment. We talk. I tell him that I hate yelling at them. I hate fighting with them. I work so much when I'm home. I just want to love them. I don't expect them to be perfect, but the screaming and the fighting, it's nonstop over the iPads, over the things, right? And I said, I don't want to have to be this mom, but I will take it all away. I literally will take it all away. So I said, like, Max, I love you so much. Like, I prayed for you. I literally brought you into this world. Do you think I want to yell at you or fight with you or God ever hit you? He was like, no. I was like, I need you to work with me. So we ended up having this great talk, right? And I left the house crying. So I'm crying now driving to the trail where I go to walk every day. So I get to the trail, just when you think your day can't be going any worse. I get to the trail and I walk for an hour. I cry, I'm in nature, I clear my head, I listen to podcasts, I just like cry it all out. I forgive myself. Accidents happen, it was a reaction, I apologize. I go through it all. I cry it all out, right? An hour I spend in nature. I get back to my truck, just starting to forgive myself. I get into my truck. I turn my truck on, and I look in the rearview mirror of my truck, and my dog is still in the back of my truck. I was so distraught about what happened with Max that I forgot to take the dog to daycare. And I left the dog in the truck in the Alabama heat for an hour. You want to talk about feeling like a fucking failure? Here come the tears all over again. Now I'm apologizing to a dog, okay? Now I'm going, oh my God, Knox, I'm so sorry, buddy. I'm so sorry, buddy. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, buddy. I'm so sorry, buddy. He's fine, and I'm a mess, okay? He's fine. He's like, hey, Mom, I was sleeping. And listen, by the way, I need to block this chick because I will literally say the nastiest shit to her. All right, blocked. Okay. So, I turn around, I race to the daycare. I get to the daycare, I'm like, I need a vet. Can you guys look him over, please? Like, I left him in the car for an hour. They're like, he's fine, Jamie. I'm like, no, we need to get him water. They're like, he's fine. We're looking right at him. He's fine. There's nothing wrong with him. His body's not even warm to the touch. So they send me a text an hour later, like, he's perfectly fine. He's outside playing, happy as a clam. I'm a mess. I call my friend Lauren. I FaceTime her. I'm like, Laura, I'm not well. I'm having a morning. She so graciously sends me 3 pints of ice cream to my house, which was so thoughtful. Actuality, I can't eat gluten, and it all had gluten in it, but my kids loved it, which is perfect. And I just want to say this to you. Also, I woke up this morning with my period, which honestly makes so much sense about why I could not stop crying yesterday, Because sometimes I cry all day and then I get my period. I'm like, I knew I wasn't like a little bitch. I knew like there must have been some sort of hormonal shift going, right? But I want to tell you guys this. I'm not a judger. I'm not a judgmental person. You know I'm not. But there have been times where I have heard stories where I'm like, how did you leave your dog in the car? Like, how do you not know your dog is in the car? Guys, the way the perfect storm went yesterday and the dog was in the back sleeping quiet and I was crying driving to the trail and I just, got out of the car. He didn't make a sound. I'm telling you, I am the woman who forgot her dog in the back of the car. Thank God it wasn't a baby or a toddler. Because now I have to tell you, if I had a sleeping baby in the back of that car, in the mindset I was in, I don't know if I would have remembered that he or she was back there. And I just had a day yesterday where like, I was so distracted and so distraught and so upset. And I just thought, I don't know. But I could have not told you guys this story, by the way. There's going to be a million trolls on here. So we're like, oh, you're using the fact that you beat your son and to kill your dog. I'm waiting for it. I think that Max believed my apology because Max knows that I don't hit him. It's one thing to hit and apologize and hit again and apologize and hit again that they go, you're not really sorry, but I don't hit my children. This is my choice. I'm not judging anyone else. It's just that my mother used to lose control when she would hit us. And that's why I think I don't do it, because I'm afraid that I will lose control. Look what happened. I hit him one time and like cried so hard I forgot my dog in my truck. Anyway, the good news is that today's a new day. As a mom, as a dog owner, as a wife, as a friend. Probably not as a lover because it's day one of my period. It's gross, but you know what I mean. And I just really promised myself I would get through this whole coffee talk without crying, because I know that I'm emotional right now. And I just, some days, I wonder if I'm making the right decisions. Will I look back and regret working so much? Will I look back in this? Will I look back at that? And, yesterday was a hard one. It was just a rough morning. So yeah, anybody else have a day like that? Just know that you can come back from it, and being a mom, I know I say it all the time and it's not an excuse, but being a mom really is like the most emotionally, it's like the mental Olympics. That's what it feels like some days, the mental Olympics. And I don't need to win the gold. Some days I just want a place. Is there a place for me? And here's the thing, I don't need everybody to tell me I'm a great mom. I'm a good mom. I'd like to be a good mom who doesn't react and hit her kid. I'd like to be a good mom who doesn't leave her dog in a truck. Hell, I'll take being a decent mom if I could not do those things. So, anyway, Yesterday sucked. A giant sweaty ball sack. So today has to be better, guys. We need today to be better. But I just want you guys to know that I love you. And I'm so glad that you all are here, and I'm so thankful for you. And thank you for reminding me I'm not alone, and that everybody has bad days, and that we can, you know, this is a low vibrational moment, but it doesn't have to become low vibrational living, and we can figure out a way to perk it up. All right. I love you guys so much, so much. Have a great, great day.